there. You don't really need to match mobility per mobility, but you definitely can. In terms of the EXP for Kirk, again, something that can get out of lane quick. You can't pick up the Sora right now. I think you already see the Valentina. There's a chance to swerve. Lapu, Alice are going to be really good.
Ooh.
Oh, they go for the Bruno. Okay, they get the glue, so Bruno counters Claude in lane.
Ole.
While glue is just the tempo breaker that ONIC PH needed a little bit more of in their team fight.
Glue's enough to like be a distraction too in that front line. Go ahead and soak up if they need to. But also the Bruno tends to be what we've talked about a lot, being that counter pick into the Claude. We saw that work wonders in the regular season for the teams that decided to go for it. So they have a ton of damage for ONIC, and oh, there's the answer, Edward. He's gonna pull out the Benedetta. Prior here in the early game already.
Who is this team? What a jump by Light and Demon Kite. They draw first blood.
He just paid for it.
A lot of growth by Aurora here. They know
Stopping the invasion, but Demon Kite wants it. He's hungry. Do you want it? Do you want it? And he gets it.
Oh.
And they jump him. King Kong punishes the celebrity, and Light eats up.
Get half health on the turtle. They're gonna go for this.
Holding it. They take Light down, getting the mount and everything thrown at him. King Kong looking for that angle, but DK will secure. Turtle 1 goes to the Northern Light. Ill intent from the Northern Lights. 4 now. Demon coming guys with a blazing duet, and here comes the save. Golden Hour stolen. Gosh, where'd it go? And it seems like they flubbed it. The jump, the flicker, the dive. Savero lives.
Oh my God, Light! He's gonna be the one to get punished. What a counter play from ONIC.
They went too deep. They went too deep.
Bladed Hepsies too, so depending on where he puts his Petrify, like the final blow, he's going to be pumping out damage.
And there they come. Golden Hour stopping the action, and a stolen one by Yue. The fight has broken out all the way back, and Bruce Defoe, Requiem by Demon Kite finding Kurt, and this has split up the Super Fam. And just like that, RORA gather back, and King Kong running away. Yue, Golden Kite. Down goes King Kong. They go for the turtle. RORA scores the final one.
terrific counter by Aurora. ONIC tried to salvage that.
You know, you're thinking here for ONIC.
Oh.
Shut up.
Requiem, beautiful catch. This is the defensive use of the Golden Hour. The answer as well, stopping them from pushing forward. Light, barely alive, gets taken down by a rolled projection.
This Lord here, it's at half health on this point. It looks like they're blitzing it.
Yeah, because Brusco has no Golden Hour. Super Fam, respond. Aurora jumping in. Dominic guy with a blazing duet. And the Golden Hour stopping it all. And they do find the Lord. Demon Kite was working hard on it. Mr. Consistent finds one. Down goes the pressure. And they get Kirk. Kirk very low. Kirk surviving, but just barely. As Aurora take everything.
Requiem knockup just in time by RORA. And ONIC, since they picked up the Marcel and gave away the Valentina, the snapshots, the Golden Hours have been better for RORA.
Yep, the mid shield will fall.
Bottom lane, Edward has
Savero
taking so much damage. Blasting him, Yue from range. Super Prince defensive use of the Gush, pushing back the Northern Lights. Aurora are just all...
That could be one of your sacrifices, but Dominic needs to survive this push.
Yep, Lord's going to push in and take down that mid turret while they focus here on this bottom side. Oh, Edward. Oh, Light.
Looking for it. The deep cut by Mr. Consistent. Golden Hour stopping the exit, but really not much there. Another one helping delay the Gush. Going through a lot of members of Aurora, but Kirk is fallen. Light picks him off. King Kong goes for the trade. And I think Aurora are happy with a 2-lane push. But it looks like top lane
early.
Delaying the Lord take, stuck at about 1/10 of its health. In comes Demon Kite, looking for more. Demon Kite forced to use the freeze on that Winter Crown, plus the blazing duet defensively. Lord will still be secured. They take out King Kong, and now the jump, the Requiem, the clash, and Kirk falls, and they're not done. They're looking for more. Savero kicking bows, trying to stop him. Another knockup, down goes Brusco. And Savero holding on. Maybe I can, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. It's just him and Savero left for defense.
Early on the Golden Hour from Brusco. I think a little bit of a panic button. And then Aurora just decided to go for the jump. They saw King Kong first, found his hat. Brusco got taken down, or Kirk got taken down next, and then Brusco. Aurora looked to take game number 1.
Yep, they're going to be pushing in with this Lord. Little projectile thrown up, but it's only 2 guys of ONIC left.
And in comes the Electo final blow.
That's it.
They escort the Lord out of the base. Aurora draw first blood in San Juan Arena.
Early on, that's one doubt answered. They still have a long series to go, but Aurora looks so much better than they look. Hilda might actually go into HP, but there still could be a swerve. Got the catch as expected, and they get the gourd.
That's what I thought, man.
Yeah, good closeout, good range, good balance. It's just so balanced right now for Aurora, while ONIC are just full in your face that if they don't win Turtle 2 or Turtle 3 with significant kills for the Leomord, maybe even the Phobius, Aurora can win this in the long run.
The only way ONIC can actually get the gourd is through the Claude, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
And that's a little too dangerous.
It's expected.
It's what was left on the board.
Yeah, that's why they needed to pick up the Cho. They picked up the Valentina for safety, but you knew the Cho was coming out because of the Clint there, and even with how Harley and Hilda would like to enter. Wave the Dragon's really good.
Like it was nothing.
Much easier for Clint to pull that off. Aurora, no, they can't full commit this too hard.
Oh, this is Gush by UA, maximum range. In comes King Kong and the jump by Light. King Kong still secures, and they punish Edward. Nowhere to go for a Hilda deep inside the pit like that. ONIC win the first turtle trade. Now Light comes in. Perk almost gets taken down. Oh, Light so close to going down. It's all ONIC from here.
Good coverage there by Super Prince and Brusco.
Brusco looking for that kick, finds it off angle. He does catch a deadly magic, plus the combo, the gourd. Throws out that Gosh, and the AOG closes off the exit. Now Super Prince does not save Brusco. And in comes Edward, wailing away, looking for targets. King Kong can't fight. Now there's the AOG stolen away by Prince. Gets out of there. Light.
They're gonna dive Domenkite, and then first tower breaks up top. ONIC are looking to see if they can expedite that process.
Yeah, the biggest gap here, too. Buffless Turtles up here, last one of the game, and ONIC has control of this. Aurora might want to just let this one go.
And there's nowhere for Edward to go. The Gush, the full combo. The answer, blazing the wet, the forward push. Brusco gets punished. And there's an AOG by Light, no one home. And they force back Edward. King Kong looking to run him through, run him over. And it'll find you. King Kong takes him down. Domenkite the damage in there just yet. And there will be a momentum swing.
Bang!
Super Prince takes down Light. And no one else follows. The Super
I think Edward needs to stay with the back line so that he can power off Wildness the entry of the Claude. ONIC are going for the blitz on the Lord.
Lord now at a 10th of its health, a 12th, a 16th, and the Super Fam secure with very little resistance.
Let's go!
Light catches a lot. Look at the back line. He gets a kick on a Demon Kite, and Savannah finishes the job. How did the Bruiser do that? And they find the next target, Edward. No bush nearby, forcing you to get that Gush through and a flicker. ONIC are just calling all the shots.
Brusco
Again. As a one-man army pushing back. Aurora, Light comes through. They just want this. They call it out. The momentum, the charge, the pushback. Light take it down.
Wow. That was just great execution by King Kong to get that knockback onto Light.
Probably got to go back to reset this. He already used his regen and the revitalize, so with Light gone, they're going to delay it further.
Brusco catches the deadly magic, tries to there's the BMI, there's the Gush. Down goes Light, Super Prince takes him down. That is a man advantage for the Super Fam. And now the Lord still standing. Frozen. DK with the steal. But they punish Yue. They run through the rest of Aurora.
Bang!
As Domenkite falls. 3 for the Lord.
ONIC needed to clean up house. Demonkite and Edward are the only ones left. Lord spawns in 10 seconds while minion waves are crashing for ONIC.
Far from unfavorable. ONIC still go for it. The Lord will spawn in 10, but they will end right here, right now. The Super Fam are on the board, 1 for 1.
Lord Gambit, Aurora matched it, but ONIC met it perfectly. 1 for 1 after cleaning house.
And that one was a dominant one for ONIC throughout the game 2. There was a little bit of a chance if they could have just held on a little longer, but that dance, that's the new evolved dance, the Lord Pit that we see, where they whittle down Light, the front liner there for Aurora. Even with Demon Kite getting in range to get the Lord, they just didn't have the firepower, the economy. I know they're trading things out, and they're just being like, yep, now this time I'm going to get the control here. Yeah. They hand that over to Aurora.
They play more of this for control. This banks a lot of pressure onto Demon Kite to get Piercer and string kills together, because you don't have an instant burst. You have strong displays.
Oh!
It's their turn to pick up the Belleric.
Oh man, I feel like I'm watching MCT Station with this, man. The Zetian, the last pick for ONIC. This is such an interesting draft for ONIC, especially the last two, Belleric and the Zetian.
Okay, so the Belleric ult helps supplement pretty much the entire lineup of ONIC. The Zetian and Belleric ults are difficult to actually make work for the layer of stuns, which an Alice into a Belleric now should temper a little bit of what ONIC can do, that they have to be careful to fight under Alice's passive. But even so, there's still no sure burst. There's going to be a lot of long team fights and displacement.
Down bottom. This is how you can tell that ONIC are making up for their lack of rotational speed.
Yeah.
By making their movement more meaningful. Light picks off Savero just like that.
They're going to be the ones to start the turtle up, but quickly goes back in control of Aurora. Let's see if ONIC really can convert this or not. They're going to be dragged for it.
Oh, Fury the Phoenix, allowing them to find a re-engage. Light pushed back out. Edward looking for it. Does glimmer through, takes down Kirk, serves up the turtle and Demon Kite. DK finds King Kong, stringing kills. Down goes the big tree. 3 for none plus the turtle.
Cleaners right now. Severo, that early death really slowed him down here. Oh, mid.
Nice combo, laying that through, and they find Yue. The kick here, displacing Brusco, and now Edward comes in with a massive Throne of Ruin. Demon Kite looking to take down Fritz goes, double for DK, making a triple as he pops the rocks on King Kong, and Kirk barely survives another 3.
They're desperately trying to hold on to this side of the jungle, but RORA takes whatever they want at this point as a tier 2 up top will fall. Demon Kite knocking down Kirk. King Kong?
King Kong, deep behind enemy lines. That Throne of Ruin will stop him. I think that was just a little bit overkill as he gets picked off easy.
Overcooked with this one. Too slow, didn't respect the Alice. Dominic messing up Kirk.
AOT plus the BMI back. Nice push down bottom by Savero. But that seemingly feels like a consolation prize for everything that Aurora's taking now. There's a Lord March.
Oh, Kirk. Oh!
They can't even clear that fast. They pick off the Paquito. They pop the Holy Shield in mid. And there's another chubby wave up top.
That is exactly how it feels right now watching this one for Game 3. RORA could potentially just go ahead and get to the point where they are ending the game as quick as possible through this as ONIC desperately tries to hold on to their base turrets.
They will pop the shield, and there's a wave in mid. Oh, Light can just put the shoe on the other foot. Now Brusco knows what it's like to have the wall banged on you.
Light has a flicker as well, he can make a play.
And there is
Brusco.
the combo coming through.
Whoa!
Wrath of the Dryad keeps Light down, but Dominic does take out Brusco. Dominic will get taken down here. Oh, it's Demon that falls Edward 2. The punish 3 for 3. Yue gets found out, but he does back off. 4 for 3 now. Savero might be able to defend.
There's still minion waves coming in. He still has towers to work with. 10 seconds until Brusco gets back. 10!
Oh, Dominkite is ruining turrets. Top lane cracks. Mid lane goes. There's a duo of minions here as the Yue tries to hit him with the Crimson Beacon. Zaman forced through. Dominkite firing off. Here comes the rest of the Super Fam. It is over till it's over. Dominkite here with a blade. The shutdown by Brusco.
ONIC holds on despite it all.
Still they held on and they keep going for it.
And they find Edward. There's the Summon Force. Finally Edward cracks and they force Light back. ONIC are an awakened beast.
It's ONIC time.
It's ONIC time.
The lead in half.
That was a fumble by RORA, man. Fighting into the turret, even with that lead, you still got to respect the Wrath of the Dryad. That's what I was saying, under the turret. That's what they did, so now it's ONIC with this Lord. Again, Aurora is still ahead of 5,000 gold.
Yeah.
They can still secure this Lord here. ONIC has been able to pull it off so far.
Lights low.
Can they continue it? Now you see the respect here on both sides for the positioning favor around the Lord.
They have to go faster. They have to go faster. Minion wave scratch.
Lord here on 8th of itself. There's the Summon Force. Crimson Beacon by Yue. Going back. Block. Demon Kite. Savero does get shut down here. Demon Kite does get a kill on Brusco. And ONIC are backing off the Super Fam retreat. Turning tail. Happy with the Lord take. But here's 5 members of Aurora. They want to go. Fury the Phoenix. Down goes King Kong. Kirk clearing the waves. Lord spawns in 15 seconds.
It's miraculous that ONIC were able to secure the Lord for themselves. It has to spawn here. RORA might be able to end it.
Oh, they're going to push in with this wave. Kirk And Super
Right with the flicker and the kick and the combo, serving up a kill to DK. And Aurora does come through. Brusco spawns Savero in 2, but the base is in jeopardy. The Northern Lights are at match point.
ONIC needed to take desperate measures, but it's a simple thing in the Philippines. Minion wave, far lane. Aurora made the most out of it. Aurora chased ONIC down, and they are 1 win away from advancing to the second round.
That looked spicy towards the end. You got to give it to ONIC for trying, despite being down that massive deficit.
I mean, they can still back up the Uranus, as we mentioned, but I like the idea of the Lapu-Lapu. Might be a little bit more viable considering the Selena and the Valir were banned out. There's the mid pick for ONIC. Yeah, they need that burst and they need a little bit more range, but I'd want to see a lot of things on the ground. I'd want to see if you consider a little. Yeah, Edward brings back a Benedetta, and they get up a Moskov despite there being a Marcel on the other side. This is just a confidence pick right now by Aurora. Not always the easiest time to make a Moskov work when you're up against a Marcel, but yeah, they're feeling it.
Oh, and Louis Yi. So this is a Super Friends pick. He's made it work before. Now he's going to bring it to this in a game that is so crucial right now for them to extend the series.
Maybe that is a 4-man coalition light. Force a response out of Super Prince. There's the real Leo Mord calling in his ult, and the penalty zone. Savero coming in. Blazing the wet, but Brusca survives. Not so fast as Yue, taking him down. Edward. King Kong finds a trade. Down goes Edward. King Kong will go down as Yue dashes through the wall, uses the flicker, and gets a trade. 2 for 1 for Aurora.
US saved that for Aurora. And again, another pick you have to watch out for. If there's a Leo Mord on the other side, expect the Valentina to be one of the answers because of just...
Still thrown out by Kurt. There's the electric blow, plus the petrify by Edward. Savero with a blazing duet. SOD catches it.
Oh no,
King Kong calls in. MPL. Demon Kite gets taken down. Kirk eventually still repairs the situation.
If that was me, if I'm Kirk, I'm just going all part of the plan, boys. No one saw that.
Anyways.
But we got the win. We got the win.
Yep. They,
Kirk's in trouble.
And Demon Kite finds a Bakshi Unite on him. In comes Brusco. Golden Hour. The kick just right outside. In comes the rest of ONIC. The Super Fam thinking, should we? Shall we?
They can turn.
We will. In they go. Blazing to it. Plus penalty zone. Savero right in Demon Kite's face as Kirk just survives, but barely. King Kong once more. King Kong running through Brusco. Very low. Yue will not force the issue. That's a 1 for 9.
up on this lead. Oh, SOD thrown out. You don't want to follow through with that, but they're trying to defend onto this.
King Kong with the Phantom Steed.
Oh, Edward.
To disincentivize any more aggression, and Edward gets taken down. Light looking for something, but Super Prince violence, serving up a kill, and they rotate. Diversion up top, Super Prince stays. He is going to go home, though, as Aurora still.
One thing that ONIC has to be careful of is Yue already has a Divine Glaive.
Okay. Let's see, he doesn't have an ult stolen. Demon Kite gets blasted down.
SOD.
There's King Kong, popping it. Gets kicked by Light, but Light goes down. Lord still standing. Blazing the wet by Savero as King Kong secures. And they take it out on Demon Kite. 2 kills plus the Lord. All Super Fam.
Very clean. They know they have a massive resource lead. And ONIC are just executing these fights really well. See? Keep it low to the ground. Don't overcook. And you're doing really well.
Yue's holding on to his own penalty zone. They got to hold on for the rest of the team to come up for Aurora as Lord makes its way up top. The last base turret does fall, though. And now ONIC is just waiting for the potential to end this game. But at least for Aurora, they'll have a full team up for this defense.
But a full team going up against ONIC with 10 bands up, almost 10 bands up. They will try to take down Kirk. Kirk's still holding on to that penalty zone. Oh, here comes the big fat Lord wave. And in comes the flicker and the blazing the wet to answer. Savero does take down Light. Double kill for him. Edward falls. And Demon Kite will try, but it will be all for naught as ONIC has their eyes on the base. We're going all the way as ONIC go 2-2.
The toughest region, the home of champions. Day 1, match 1, season 17 playoffs will max out.
Hey, I'm glad we're maxing out here on this kind of match between world champions in their own right.
This game, they don't have the combo.
Oh my
Ay.
Lord, Hylos. Run and gun strategy from ONIC Philippines. Grabe yung protection nila kay Super Prince.
And I don't think anybody can survive yung shred na nanggagaling sa Gord carry.
Yeah, I think it boils down to the Granger maybe for Aurora. There you go, M7 draft from the Northern Lights. Palitan mo lang yung Marcel.
Man, nag-rely na lang dito ang Aurora Gaming sa kung ano man yung mga gumagana sa kanila. Sabi nyo kasi ibalik kung ano man yung...
Pretty much a stalemate between Edward and Kirk.
Whoa!
Done.
Yue is not surviving this. Super Prince gets first blood.
Perfect layering there. ONIC need to take those moments while you and Light...
There's a response from ONIC. They're just trying to hold it on. They will, but they're going to fight.
And there's a bait. King Kong still alive. Brusco with that glorious pathway. Demon Kite in jeopardy. Demon Kite falls. The pressure finds him. Now Yue is going to be up next. Light wheels short as Yue flickers back. Super Prince and King Kong compromised. Brusco trying to exit that small brush. In comes King Kong. Holding that roll.
Many pokes.
Twice now, King Kong has not been able to retribution inside the pit.
Yeah.
Let's see if the third one's the charm. Brusco dropping that glorious pathway. Edward cutting right through the formation. Down goes Brusco. A staff for Dominic. Gosh on gosh action as Yue gets frozen and DK scores again. Kirk in no man's land. Flickers back. Might get another back over.
Body block.
But Kite will finish it. Serving up a kill to Yue. King Kong dashes on out. Puissance to survive.
ONIC because they have to eat an entire salvo of Rhapsodies coming out of that Granger. They have their gourd.
Oh, they hit the gush on the light and the stun, the golden hour. They do stop and play. Super Prince still waiting. Kirk still can engage with the Dark Infernal Pursuit, and King Kong falls. Just
Edward!
the back line, Mr. Consistent. Drop, serving up a kill to Dominic Kite, but they trade 2 for 2. He falls alongside Light.
That tempers it a little bit. It could have been a massive loss for ONIC. They will still lose towers. The tower at bot was able to be charged by
Potential to just swoop on in. A quarter of the health of the Lord.
At an 8 out of 10.
Whoa.
Find Edward. They blast him. Puissance off of King Kong. DK with a secure. Lord post take. Nothing from ONIC as Aurora just dealt the splits.
the momentary stun.
They're looking to collapse. Golden hour stopping the damage from the turret. The gush from Yue. They take down Edward. Savero's damage is real. And here they come. The guy with an appraiser draft. He gets taken down too. Savero double kill. The pressure is online.
Savero is playing out of his mind. He's doing everything he can to not get eliminated in the first round of his first ever.
16th of its health. King Kong for the first time might actually get in range. And here it comes. Their own glorious pathway. Edward steals it. How did that happen? Savero does my back line.
Turn around.
And he's wailing away onto Edward. And now he finds Edward.
Kirk.
Super Prince gets the kill. Kirk still alive. Oh, Praiser draft with the flicker, the re-engage. Post what? Is where ONIC lives. Looking for his teammates. Light running through. And the gush. The golden hour is still standing. Lord gets reset. And they get a lot of damage on him. Super Prince takes him out. The Puissance and the glorious pathway.
Savero.
Yue gets jumped on by Kirk. Yue is down. Demon Kite 2. And Edward is going to be up next on the docket. Kirk takes him down. ONIC are gonna wipe out Rora. King Kong finds Doming. Doming Kite gets his immortality pop. And it's just a matter of time. The Super Fam have proven that imports can play in MPL PH as they eliminate Aurora Gaming.
The reigning champions of the world, tested third seed, proved doubters, but in the end, it's ONIC, it's the Super Fam, it's Clayton, the first import, it's them who move forward in 5.
We had a hot take before the match.